I have lived 99 years and made thousands of investment decisions. But what truly helped me avoid huge losses was not how smart I am, not how many financial reports I read, nor what trends I predicted, but a piece of paper, a checklist full of questions. You might think this sounds too simple, that someone who has invested for 70 years and managed hundreds of billions of dollars relies on a piece of paper. But let me tell you a harsh truth. Most investors fail not due to a lack of information, but because of foolishness, and foolishness can be avoided with a checklist. Why a checklist? Let me first ask you a question. Why do pilots need a checklist? Are they not smart enough? Are they not professional enough? Have they not flown thousands of hours and are still unfamiliar with the procedures? None of these. Pilots need a checklist because the human brain is inherently unreliable. Under pressure, you will forget steps. In excitement, you will skip verification. In fear, you will make impulsive decisions. This is not because you are stupid, it's human nature. In a speech at Harvard Law School in 1986, I said, "Tell me where I will die, so I will never go there." It sounds like a joke, but it's the core of my investment philosophy. Avoiding stupidity is 100 times more important than pursuing intelligence. The essence of a checklist is not to tell you what to do, but to remind you not to do something foolish. The first principle is that a checklist combats human nature, not the market. Many people think investment failures are due to misjudging the market. Stock fluctuations, economic cycles, black swan events, but I want to tell you a deeper truth. 90% of investment mistakes come from psychological biases, not from a lack of information. I spent decades studying psychology and compiled 25 types of human misjudgment, each of which can lead you to make foolish decisions. Let me tell you a true story. In 1999, during the peak of the tech stock bubble, the Nasdaq index rose by 85% in 1 year. Everyone was talking about the new economy, saying that traditional valuation methods were outdated. At our Sequoia shareholders meeting, a shareholder stood up and questioned me. "Mr. Munger, you missed the tech stock bull market. Your returns are far behind the market. Are you being too conservative?" Some people applauded, some snickered. The pressure at that moment was immense. Do you know that feeling? When everyone else is making money and you're just watching from the sidelines, you might wonder if you're being foolish, but I took out my checklist. Question 1, do I understand this business? No, I don't. I don't know how these internet companies make money. Question 2, do they have intrinsic value support? No. Most companies have no profits and some don't even have revenue. Question 3, is the price reasonable? Absurd. Price to earnings ratios are in the hundreds, and for some, you can't even calculate it. Question 4, am I buying because of rational analysis or because I feel anxious that everyone else is buying? It's anxiety, it's herd mentality. At that shareholders meeting, I said, I would rather miss an opportunity than make a mistake. If not buying tech stocks is conservative, then I would rather be conservative. In March 2000, the tech stock bubble burst, and by the end of 2002, the Nasdaq had fallen 78%. Countless investors lost everything while we remained unscathed, not because I predicted the bubble, not because I was smarter than others, but because I had a checklist. It helped me resist the most powerful forces in human nature, herd mentality and greed. Let me explain the deeper principles behind this. In the human brain, there are 2 systems. The first is the fast-thinking system. Intuition, emotion, instinct. It's fast but prone to errors. The second system is the slow-thinking system. Logic, analysis, reason. It's accurate but requires energy and discipline. When investing, your fast-thinking system will tell you, everyone is buying, there must be a reason. This time is different. I can't miss this opportunity. It has already dropped so much, it should rebound. These are all intuitions, and intuitions are often wrong in investing. The purpose of the checklist is to force you to activate the slow thinking system. It makes you stop and ask yourself, this